If you're writing ありがとうございます in every business email, you might be sounding a little too casual or even unprofessional. In Japanese companies, the way you say thank you matters more than you think. It's not just language, it's business etiquette. My name is Sean and I help professionals working in Japan communicate naturally and professionally, especially in emails, meetings, and phone calls. I've worked inside Japanese companies myself, so I know exactly what sounds polite and what doesn't. Let me explain. Yes, ありがとうございます is very polite, but in formal business emails, especially to clients, managers, or people that you don't know well, it's actually too casual. It's kind of like writing thanks in English instead of thank you very much for your continued support. In Japanese corporate culture, this can come off as sloppy or overly friendly. If you want to sound professional and rebuild trust, you need to level up your business thank you phrases. So if you shouldn't say ありがとうございます, what should you say instead? Here are 3 phrases that sound much more professional in business Japanese. The first one is お礼申し上げます. This is very formal and respectful. It's great when writing to a client or your boss. The second way you can thank people instead of ありがとうございます, you can say 感謝しております. 感謝しております. This is a little warmer but still very formal. It's very common in both internal and external business communication. The third way you can thank people is 御社のご協力に感謝いたします. Again, 御社のご協力に感謝いたします. This is ideal when thanking a company for their cooperation. Not an individual, but a company. All right, we're talking about a corporation. It's perfect after meetings, deals, or joint projects. Let's look at one example. So I'll give you before and after. All right, so the before sentence is this. この度はご対応いただきありがとうございます. We can change this to この度はご対応いただき誠に感謝しております. Remember, the second version is more formal. Here we're using 感謝しております instead of ありがとうございます. All right? It's more formal and it sounds polished and professional. I've used this exact phrase many times while working in Japanese companies. Even the other day, I walked out of a meeting saying 感謝しております. ありがとうございます is fine, but it's a little too casual. I was talking to a person who was higher than me, right, quote unquote, and I said 本当に感謝しております. This was after a meeting. You can use it in emails as well. You can use it in any kind of situations, to be honest. 感謝しております. And if you want to change ありがとうございます to お礼申し上げます, here's another example sentence that you can use. And the scenario is you're walking out of a meeting and writing an email to a person in the meeting, thanking them for their cooperation. All right. So you're out of the meeting and you want to talk about the meeting. You want to thank them about the meeting. You can say in the first part of your email, まずは, which means before I say anything, まずはミーティングに来ていただき、お礼申し上げます. You can say this. This is very formal, but you can use it to people who are above you, probably not coworkers, but your boss or someone who's above you. All right, I'll say it again. まずはミーティングに来ていただき、お礼申し上げます. And here's a bonus tip. Your closing lines matter too. So instead of just ending with よろしくお願いします, you can upgrade it to something like 何卒よろしくお願い申し上げます. Or it may be better if you say 引き続きよろしくお願いいたします. The latter, honestly, I use a lot in my company. All right. These small changes show respect and leave a great impression. And finally, if you want my full business email templates, including how to write apologies, thank yous, and polite requests, I give them only to students inside my Business Japanese training program. You can click the link in the description if you're ready to level up your Japanese for work. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel. I share real business Japanese used inside companies like Toyota and Hitachi, so you can succeed in your Japanese career as well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.